The Harris-Walz ticket has spent the past 24 hours in the battleground states of Wisconsin and Michigan. Polls are showing Harris and former President Trump neck and neck in the battleground states. An afternoon stop with the United Auto Workers in Detroit. In the past 24 hours, Kamala Harris and her running mate, Tim Walz, have crisscrossed the Midwest, visiting Michigan and Wisconsin, while Donald Trump held his first press conference in several months.
I think she's incompetent because I've watched her.
The former president hurled insults not only to Harris, but to her running mate.
She picked a radical left man.
The Harris campaign hopes the plain-spoken Minnesota governor, who was a former teacher, football coach, and congressman, will appeal to Midwestern undecided voters and moderate Republicans. From skyscrapers to soybeans, the Midwest is always a battleground for presidential elections. DePaul University political science professor Wayne Stager says it's because the Midwest is a composite of the entire country blended together.
You have a mixture of religious and secular, highly educated, not highly educated, new economy with finance, technology, information versus manufacturing, agrarian.
Well, Illinois hasn't been in play for decades. Neighboring Wisconsin and Michigan are must-wins for the Democrats, which is why the Harris-Walz ticket will be spending time and money in the Midwest. Although it hasn't been all smooth sailing. The vice president was interrupted by pro-Palestinian protesters in Detroit last night, and then she responded.
If you want Donald Trump to win, then say that, otherwise I'm speaking.
So far, Harris and Walz have been met with big and enthusiastic crowds, something that Trump doubted as he debated crowd size again several times during his news conference.
I have 10 times, 20 times, 30 times the crowd size. In crowd size, in history, for any country, nobody's had crowds like I have.
And Trump compared one of his crowds to the Martin Luther King "I Have a Dream" speech.
And you look at it, and you look at the picture of his crowd, my crowd, we actually had more people.
The former president's news conference was his first since Kamala Harris became the Democratic presidential nominee. He was asked if his strategy has changed. Trump says it has not. The focus will continue to be about open borders and crime.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC 7 Chicago Eyewitness News.